Okay, I will be mixing up a medium to add some texture in this area through here. And I'm going to use the golden molding paste and the golden high solid gel matte and calcium carbonate. And this is, go to my blog, bradteare.blogspot.com, and type in the search feature there, just chalk, and you'll get a link to this 5-pound bag. This costs 16 bucks. It's the best price that I've found on the planet. If you know a better price, make a comment. I'm always on this lookout for cheap chalk. So I mix that up in a concoction, like right here. Let's see. So, oops, there's still some chalk there, but you want it to get really thick. And you can see, I mean, it's really white. I mean, so when I put this on, it will, obliterate the color underneath. But that's okay, not a problem. So I'm gonna get this really good. And there'll be little lumps and stuff, but that just adds to the texture. As long as it's encapsulated within the acrylic, it shouldn't be a problem. I use about 1/3 of each of those mediums, 1/3 chalk, 1/3 of the paste, and 1/3 of the gel. So make a really nice thick medium. So now you're probably wondering why am I making like this? I'm making it so it's absorbent. That's the whole idea. With this technique that I'm evolving here, I did experiment with this technique a little bit in a previous video, but I've pushed this even further. And what I want to do is add this, every layer of paint that goes on, I want it to be absorbent. Or if it's not absorbent, I want to have some way to, make it absorbent once again. So I've got some areas that one of the problems that I've had is I just don't have enough chaos in this. I've had too much control. So it's hard sometimes to give up control. Now this is in preparation for a concert winter event I'm going to be having April 7th at 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. And I'll start, and we'll go for, I hope, at least an hour and a half. And once this is dry, it'll obviously be dry by then, I'll show you how I put the canvas down on a horizontal easel, and paint with very transparent pigments. One of them is this one right here, this diurylide yellow. And you can hear that it's very watery, but very potent and very high chroma paint. So it's a way to get, very thick paint. As you know, I'm obsessed with thick paint, but and yet get a kind of control that's very, very different from painting with very alla prima thick paint. So, it's interesting. I was a little bit uptight when I started this, but I'm starting to think, hey, I can do this really rough and have fun with this. So you can see the paint's really quite thick on there. Now, you might be wondering why I'm using this. This trowel, you know, I mean, isn't that a little bit of a blunt tool to be using for a painting? And it actually is good because it's blunt. I mean, if it was smaller, maybe I'd have too much precision. So you want to try to keep things kind of primitive, really, you might say. You want a kind of a primitive quality. Now, I will be exploring some other texturing mediums this Tuesday, such as the paper fiber, or fiber paste. Yeah, I'm going to mess around with that a little bit. And since it's acrylic, you know, our paint will be drying at certain points, and that might slow us down otherwise, but I'm going to work on this alternately. And this has some texturing on there. I'm going to texture it even more in between now and Tuesday. But basically there won't be any color on here. There'll just be the texture that you're seeing me do right now on this other painting. And then we'll start to lay in some color. And you know, I think it'll be a really interesting event. You know, I wanted to have it free, but and then do a paid video later with Gbox, but it looks like we have some technical problems, so I'm going to go with $1 for the series, for not the session. And you know, I mean, it'll be well worth it, and hopefully I can still do the Gbox video afterwards. We just had some technical problems with downloading the video after the session, so we'll see how it goes. But it should be fun, and you can ask questions, and that's always, you know, a good way to kind of, you know, direct, you know, the information flow. So the other 2 times I've done the Gbox video, it's been really a lot of fun. This is a new technique. You know, this is a new direction for me, but I think it'll be really, really a lot of fun to look into, you know, share these ideas about really highly textured acrylics. So hopefully you'll join me then. And remember, that's Tuesday, April the 7th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That means it'll be 8 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, and 6 o'clock Pacific Time. So until then, we'll see you.